Hello everybody, this is Real-Time Nika again. You're seeing a lot of Real-Time Nika lately, but there is exciting news that I wanted to share with you today because I just come back from the notary, and as of today, In Mocean is officially, legally a not-for-profit organization. So I thought that was pretty exciting news that I wanted to share with you. Also, I wanted to apologize that the time lag at the moment is so big between the episodes and real time. It will be reduced a little bit in the next 2 months, and it's also due to me working so much for In Mocean in our recycling fleet project during the last 2 to 3 months. I've been working like 10 to 16 hours for 3 months now, unpaid, and it's just been a little bit too much, and that's also why the time lag of the videos has become so big. So I apologize for that. Thank you for being patient with me. Now a lot of the foundation work is over and we're halfway through the crowdfunding, so the workload will be a little bit less, so I will be able to take better care of my job as a vlogger again as well. So yeah, thanks again for being patient and for staying tuned. Also, I wanted to say thank you again to all of those who have supported our crowdfunding campaign to outfit 8 sailboats with mobile recycling machines. Our mission is to spread the word about the potential of small-scale plastic recycling to create new income streams for people living in structurally weak remote coastal areas, and the potential to clean the environment at the same time. Thank you for that. And if you haven't supported the campaign yet, but you're considering supporting, then I have some good news for you, because 2 companies have donated some really cool products that we are allowed to give out for people who are donating towards the campaign. One of the companies is the goldsmith Ahoy here from my hometown Lüneburg, and this goldsmith has created a really beautiful jewelry line made from sterling silver and recycled ocean plastic. You might have already seen the beautiful earrings that I'm wearing, and they also created a beautiful necklace with an engraving of In Mocean on it. All of these items from this limited edition are handmade by a goldsmith, so these are some really precious little products that you will get in return for your donation. Also, we teamed up with a company called Bag, and they're making all their products from recycled ocean plastic, so that's right up our alley. So on top of the recycling that we will do for you with the In Mocean fleet, if you support the campaign and you choose this bag, Bag will also recycle nearly 1 kilo of plastic within the production of this little hip bag. I personally love these little hip bags because I'm not a handbag kind of girl. I love these to put my phone in there and a little small compact vlogging camera. So if you want to get your hands on one of these products, then head over to our crowdfunding campaign. I'll put the link up here on the little info card, and I'll also put it down below in the comments. And if you don't feel like donating, but you still think that this is a really great idea, and maybe you know somebody else who you think might want to donate, then we would appreciate it a lot if you could possibly share the link of our campaign with your friends. Alrighty, thank you so much, and sorry for this whole talk before the episode, but I just wanted to give you a little update, and now enjoy the episode. Bye. Alrighty, this is the first hit in the season. It's hitting us a little bit unprepared. It's gusting up to 30. Karl just went on the side quite a bit. Gotta lash things down a little bit. Holy mackerel. That was a bit scary. So we had a good 40-45 knots of wind, and Maria's boat Joanna decided to go for a walk. Shortly missed Yerba Buena. I moved Karl a little bit forward to get out of the way, and then Paul's dinghy wouldn't start for ages. And I called some friends on land with a lancha to come and help, and Paul and I zoomed over in Paki to Joanna and started up the engine and just held her in place for a little while, and then the guys at the lancha came and we put her on one of the moorings now. The wind is down to 20 now, still really wavy, but the worst seems to be over. Man, we were not prepared for this. This is a very early storm for the season. Back to being alert. Summer's over. Alrighty. Having a little drinky drink. I asked Paul to come over for a little drink in the rain. Talk about what we're gonna do with Joanna. I just was on the phone with Maria. She's out on a research vessel out on the open ocean. It's pretty crazy that she actually has reception, but I just called her to ask her what she wants us to do, if she wants us to leave Joanna on the mooring or if she wants me to re-anchor her. And well, I'm really happy that Joanna didn't end up in the shallows. How's it going, Paul?
Yeah.
That was quite the adventure, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually, yeah. Well, there's also good thing, you know, like at least I know my anchor is holding and yours is holding.
It's wet and I don't even have cold beer, but I invited Paul over for a drink anyways.
So, how's that?
Woo! Those are the friends you want in these situations. Lukey! Huh? What'd you say about all this?
You know what he did?
No.
He laid in a corner in the cockpit there on the thing and pretended he was sleeping, I guess.
Was he scared?
Yeah, I think he was scared, but he was just pretending sleeping and just, no, I'm not here. So it was pretty good. So. Yeah.
Some of you might have noticed that my mainsail is in quite bad of a shape. The whole leech is basically brittle, and I fixed it so many times, like along the whole leech. There's like patches everywhere, but it even starts tearing up where I did the patches. Like then the breaking of the sail is just moving further forward basically. And also now there's a new massive tear at the foot of the sail, so it's really time for some new canvas. And I was doing some research and found Precision Sails, who also work with some other vloggers, and I wrote them an email and asked if they're interested in a partnership, and I got one back fairly quickly with a positive reply. So I'm super stoked. I just got off the phone with Ron, who's sitting up in BC where the sail loft of Precision Sail is placed at, and it was a super informative little chat that we had. And he sent me a lot of information material and some how-to videos that I think some of them Delos did, so I'm looking forward to watch those. And for now I'm gonna go and measure my rig and then also the sail. So the way they work, which I really highly appreciate, is they don't only ask you to measure your old sail, but they also ask you to measure your rig just to make sure that everything is designed to whatever standards your boat has. Also, in our little talk, I found out something extremely essential. When you do the measurement of your rig, I had actually already done the measurements of my rig, and I had climbed up the mast and hold the measuring tape to a certain spot, but that's not the way you do it. And there's another thing that I learned in this short little conversation with him, is that the best way to do it is to actually connect your measuring tape with the halyard that you're using, because that's the way how things are going to be set up. So that's basically your restriction of the sail area. So I'm gonna go and measure my rig now, and once I'm done with that, I'm gonna ask Paul if he can come by with his dinghy and give me a lift to land so I can unfold my mainsail and measure the sail. Let's go. Maybe doing this with that much wind is not so great. You want to be in line with this and your mast. And our little foreman is here too, Mr. Boobs. Mr. Boobs. Today we're working on rigging. You know much about rigging? Yeah, you've got some sails too, huh? All good? Huh?
Well, I think here this roller furler needs some servicing too. I think the bearing could be lubed a bit. Yeah, Well, apart from that, yeah, all good.
Okay, for now I have to abandon the mission of rig measurement because it's just too windy and the measure tape is just flying around way too crazily, so I don't think it's going to be very exact. So Paul's going to come over and give me a lift to land, and we're going to measure the mainsail. Hola! Whoa! Coming in hot! It's such a treat to have a good friend anchored nearby that gives a hand when more than two are needed, and who's always up to share a cold one at the end of a day full of boat work. Thank you so much, Paul. And not to forget his furry little Admiral Luca, who's selfishly giving his love in return for some cuddles. Wow, I cannot wait to get those new sails. But more about that soon.